All right, time for a tip of the day. And today we are going to use a random number generator again and pick a random page from Maintenance and Reliability Best Practices. I challenge you to ask the people that give you your education in maintenance and reliability to do the same. Because if you can't figure out a practical tip for every page in this book, then you don't really know it that well or this industry. So let's go to our random number generator, see what we got. Feel free to place side wagers depending on your state's legality um, as we pick a, or at least vote, hurry up and vote for your favorite number to see what pops up. See if you get it right. I'm hoping it's something below 500. The last few that I've done have been pretty tall, pretty on the end of the book. 456. That's still pretty far into the book. That's interesting that we haven't had anything below. I think that's the smallest number I've had this session. Recently, I guess I should say. 456. Let's see what we got on page 456. 456. Uh oh. Ooh, training and skills. Wow. All right, so on this particular page, we are talking about training and skill sets, and there are other things prior to that, but on this particular page, there are a couple of bullet points. Training helps revive old skills, training helps increase employee satisfaction, training helps in reducing employee turnover cost. Okay, and then it talks about Zig Ziglar's quote, the only thing worse than training employees and losing them is not training them and they stay, right? Wow, training. How important is training? Well, in today's world right now, it's incredibly important because most of the folks coming into our plants, well, they can barely fix a sandwich. So we need to skill them up. The critical thinking skills have diminished in the United States. A friend of ours, Stephen Berry, who owns a company called Scientific Management, if you're familiar with the mechanical aptitude test, the average test score since around 1993 has tanked. So No Child Left Behind has really, really had an impact, as has many other things. And so the skill set doesn't exist. These particular bullet points really are around employee satisfaction. And when you invest in training, the employees feel appreciated, especially when it's technical training, not just safety and compliance training. Safety and compliance training are critical, incredibly important. I don't mean to diminish them, but they don't feel the same way as the company investing in a one-off training that ups their skill sets. And there's a couple reasons you have to do that. One is, as pointed out in the book, it's a reminder and a refresher. Secondly, things modify and change over time, and tools change and techniques change and new best ways of doing things happen. And so training can not only give you a refresher, but also enlighten you to new ways of doing things. In addition to that, the employees feel a sense of satisfaction and a sense of appreciation from the organization that knows that investing in them is important. The maintenance organization often feels slighted as an organization in total because they feel like they're seen as a cost. When the organization decides to invest in them, it's a good thing. So our tip today is to keep investing in training. However, one of the things you should do if you are a maintenance manager or anyone in maintenance is go see HR. HR oftentimes has budget money that may not be part of necessarily the individual maintenance budget, but a goal and a budget to have training every year. And sometimes that doesn't get spent. And they either fall short of their goals or they're running around trying to find how to spend training dollars at the end of the year. So go talk to HR and whoever is responsible for the training piece of the organization. Talk to your maintenance manager, get development plans put in place, get training put in place. If you don't have a skill matrix, have a skill matrix where you can identify gaps, and on the other side of the gaps, you can identify the training that closes the gap. This way you can quantify the necessity of the training by seeing the skill gaps. So it's a process. So for me, today's tip is go talk to HR. Talk to HR, talk to the maintenance manager. If you are the maintenance manager, start putting line items in your budget specifically for training. Go partner with HR regarding training. Go partner with safety. Even through safety, you can get funding for things like, I don't know, basic hand tool safety and ladder safety training. And you don't think those things, I know you get them generally, but you can get some more technical training that still deals with safety. And safety's budget might help you pay for that, and HR's budget might help you pay for that if you don't have it on your own. So especially at the end of the year, now is a great time if it happens to be the end of the year, to go ahead, talk to HR and see if you can't get some additional safety or some additional training funding allocated for your budget so that you can make your maintenance staff feel appreciated. As an organization, Reliability X is very heavily involved in trying to give back to this community from a training perspective. It's why we do these videos. It's why you should become a member on our website and go look at the things like our Kahoot platform and our free webinars. Once you're a member on the website, you can look at our webinar videos and get a lot of education at $0. So go keep investing in yourself, go keep investing in your people, and make them satisfied.